Well, here we have Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot acts stupidly in remarks on city's smash and grab looting spree. I'm Grid 7, and here's another Democrat speaking out stupidly on the whole entire smash and grab crime spree going on in the U.S. Back in July 2009, when then President Obama proclaimed the Cambridge police acted stupidly when they arrested Harvard professor Huey Lewis Gates Jr. outside his Massachusetts home on the grounds of disorderly conduct after a neighbor had called 911 claiming they saw someone, who, it was Gates, trying to break into Gates' home. The remark stuck with me. By the way, this is from a person named Sister Tolda from Red State, so this is her words, not mine. Not because Obama was right, he wasn't, but because it describes so many situations where politicians on either side of the aisle and other prominent public figures make an already volatile situation so much worse due to ignorance, whether it be the willful kind or the genuine variety. Sadly for the residents of Chicago, Democrat Mayor Lori Lightfoot frequently acts stupidly in responses to the cities, some of them self-inflicted, that erupt in her city. They've documented them there. I'm not going to go there. The latest instance of Lightfoot engaging in this unfortunate behavior came just this week, when in response to the smash and grab looting spree and violent crime wave that's plaguing the city she's charged with running, she took part in a dangerous blame the victim approach, insinuating that retail store owners were partly at fault for what is happening to them. I'm going to pause here. Just think about that. No, the retailers are the ones at fault, not, say, the government's actions. And here's her statement. I'm disappointed that they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority. For example, we still have retailers who won't institute measures like having security officers in their stores and making sure that they've got cameras that are actually operational. It's like, I'll just continue on. Now, they do have a little video here. No, if you own a business in downtown Chicago, this tweet says, the mayor says you should do more to protect your store. I like this part right here. Then why pay such high property taxes? Really? Don't want to go to Twitter. With the thought in mind that most of these stores that are being looted by smash and grabbers in Democrat-run cities and states are the big department stores like Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom's, the likelihood that they already have security guards in place and cameras that operate as they should. Let's assume, for purposes of discussion, that this is the case. Short of having an army of armed security guards lined up in front of these stores, which isn't going to happen because, like the person says, that probably would deter shoppers. What's going to stop mobs of smash and grabbers from overpowering a security guard or guards posted in front of a store or getting them to grab the merchandise? Nothing. I mean, there was one just, I think last week or past couple weeks, there was like 80 people that showed up. I think it was Neiman Marcus. And a couple of security guards aren't going to stop that. Now, in fact, we saw two situations in California recently, where one security guard at a mall store was assaulted, and in another case, a private security guard and former police officer, Kevin Nishta, who was protecting a news film crew from the site of a previous smash and grab, and he was shot and killed. And then they have another little video here of, Chicago police cancel scheduled days off to deal with ongoing crime after bus driver was beaten. Not going to show that video either. It goes on. Do you think security guards, even the armed ones, want to get in the middle of that? I don't think so. If we're talking one-on-one situations, they probably would, depending on the situation. But we aren't talking about one-on-ones. We're talking about scores of people converging on these stores and smashing and grabbing what they can. And then there are stores that aren't part of chains that are being broken into by these looters. What if they can't afford round-the-clock security presence? because of crushing mandates put in place by the pandemic by the likes of Lightfoot and other dictatorial Democrats who've hurt the bottom line of many small businesses. The likelihood of them being able to put in a type of security camera in place, even smaller scale versions of them, like the ones you see in big name stores, is slim to none. I do think that's a bit true. I mean, Democrats' policies have hurt small businesses over and over again, and this is just another thing. Oh, we're not at fault. No, it's somebody else. Maybe it's just me, but I think the better approach from Lightfoot would be not to shame business owners, but encourage them to get cameras and security guards is one thing, but stating you are disappointed is unhelpful and will only spark further resentment from small businesses who don't appreciate being blamed for the crimes committed in their store. As this person says, now I do like this one, Lightfoot should focus primarily on working with law enforcement and prosecutors to make sure these perps are caught and are not immediately released, in which many cases lead to them striking again. That would be a big help. That, and maybe not trying to force vaccine mandates on police officers and degrading their service in an effort to score cool points with the woke mafia. But as this writer says, but all that would involve Lightfoot acting responsibility on the behalf of residents of her city instead of acting stupidly. And as history has shown us, acting responsibly is something Lightfoot does not like at all. So what do you think about her comments up here? Now that she's disappointed that retailers are not doing more to take safety and make it a priority. I mean, how much more? I mean, this person right here, Amy Jacobson, has it right. Why are they paying such high property taxes? Why? Let me know what you think. Is she being dumb is normal, like a typical Democrat, or does she have a point? Let me know. Leave a like, comment, come on over to Rumble, and I'll see you next video.